England Sports Center for Hopkinton Hillers Dover Sherborne Co-op Girls Hockey on HCAM. As today they take on the Norwood Mustangs. We are just moments away from face-off. Tom Nappy alongside Steve Watson on the call. Mike Terosian with us on camera. And the Hopkinton Co-op comes into this game with 1 win, 1 loss, no ties. And Norwood has 1 win, 2 losses, and no ties. Norwood led by head coach Tim Coskren, and the Hillers Co-op led by head coach Scott Hayes, assisted by former Hillers player Mike Messier. And it should be a good battle here tonight between these two TVL rivals. And Hopkinton, this co-op featuring players, of course, from Hopkinton, Nipmuc, Blackstone Valley Tech, Tri-County, Dover Sherborne, and Bellingham. So a number of different schools on this Hopkinton co-op roster. And let's try to take a listen down to ice side.
Dover Sherborne, and you're visiting Norwood. Starting lines, first for your visiting Norwood. At forward, number 4, Keely Reed. At forward, number 8, Molly Hanley. At team, number 22, Molly Federico. At forward, number 24, Marissa Gonzalez. Wing goal, number 30, Logan Newman. And now we're starting lineup for home team, Dover Sherborne Hopkinton. At team, number 16, Annika Leonard. At team, number 8, Kaylee Merkel. At left wing, number 6, Emily Swinnemer. At center, number 22, Avery Brent. At right wing, number 3, Sophia Loftus. And in goal, number 1, Kristen McCarthy. Now, would you all please rise in the playing of the national anthem?
And there you have it, the national anthem and the starting lineups. 2 22-minute and 30-second halves this season, as it is for the boys' game. And our first girls' game of the season, we're certainly happy to be here. They've had a few postponements to start off the year, as many schools have been facing postponements throughout this winter season due to the pandemic. But it's good to see the Hiller girls, the Hiller Co-op girls, I should say, out here getting ready to take on Norwood on their home ice, Steve.
That sure is. Like I said, we've had all these postponements, changed opponents, and whatever else. But it's good to be here and playing hockey at long last.
Certainly is. And of course, I think one lesson that has been learned throughout this pandemic is every game is a gift.
Yep.
Every time they get the opportunity to get out there, it's an absolute gift. So they are certainly happy to be on their home ice for the first time this season here tonight. So far, the Hillers Co-op, they started off with a loss back on January 9th at Westwood, 3-1. Then they took down Medway, 4-1, and they're looking to continue the winning trend here tonight. As far as Norwood, they started off with a 3-1 loss to Medfield, but then they rebounded and took down Medfield back on the 9th, 4-2, and then on the 13th, an 8-5 loss against Westwood. And they are ready for their fourth game of the season. Standing at center ice for Norwood, it is Marissa Cataldo, the junior, and she was up against Avery Bent for the Hillers Co-op, and we are underway here at the New England Sports Center. Dover Sherborne Hopkinton Co-op working right to left across your screen. Along the far side, that's Sophia Mazzucchelli. She'll wrap it around. Gathered up by Molly Federico. And here comes Cataldo. Marissa Cataldo working her way up the ice towards the net. Takes the shot, and look at that. Norwood draws first blood to make it 1-0. Well, you can't ask for any better of a start than that for Norwood. The goal comes 30 seconds into action. Exactly 22 minutes left to go in the first half. Good breakaway there by Cataldo.
That's an absolute snipe of a shot, too.
Certainly was. We'll see if the Hillers Co-op can respond. Gathered up by Haley Cox. She'll send it across over to the far side. Along the boards, that's LeBlanc. And now taking it around the back, Reen. Swiped up the ice there to handle is Abby Wayne, one of the captains of this Hopkinton Co-op. Wayne sends it down. Gathered up by Sharkey for Norwood. Sharkey sends it forward. Along the far side. Hope Ford got a stick on it. Now along the corner, that's Reen. Reen trying to work her way around. Sends it out. Picked up along the far side by Kaylee Reed. Her goaltender matchup this evening is Lily Newman for Norwood and Kristen McCluskey for the Hillers Co-op. Along the near side, Molly Bannering. And it's handled by Swinhammer. Off the stick of Swinhammer there and collected by Mannering. Here comes Mannering. Along the near side boards, getting in there is Haley Cox. And now Hopkinton working it up the ice. Sophia Mazzucchelli along the near side. And that shot just a little bit wide there off the stick of Janoszak, one of the captains. Alika Janoszak out of Tri-County, a senior. One player to look out for on this Hillers Co-op, Sophia Mazzucchelli, a sophomore out of Blackstone Valley Tech. She had a great season last year and really came a long ways in her development. Merkel takes a shot, that's turned away. Hopkinton trying to put some pressure on. Backhander up the ice by Jenna Nauman. They'll get an icing. 19:32 left to go in the first half. A 1-0 Norwood lead, an early goal, 30 seconds in by Marissa Cataldo. On the face-off, Leanna Patrick for Hopkinton up against Reen. Jammed up along the near side, handled by Merkel. Sends it down into the slot area. There's a shot, and still out in front of the net. And a number of sticks getting in there. That puck's still alive, and it's finally turned away as Reen able to sneak it out. You had Leanna Patrick get a shot in there. Kelly Bailey as well. Good pressure. Handled by Merkel. Sends it over to Bailey. Now along the near side. And we'll get a stoppage here. This will be offside stoppage. Sent down by Swinhammer. Around it goes. Collected along the corner by Reed. Getting in there for the Hopkinton, Mazzucchelli. Sends it back over to Cox. There's a shot out in front, swiped away. Norwood trying to work it back up the ice. Hopkinton Co-op certainly winning the possession battle so far, but Norwood has the 1-0 lead. Kaylee Reed working up the ice. There's a shot off the defender, it goes. Backhanded pass by Reed. Popped off the boards by Bailey. Now to Federico. Sends it up behind the Hopkinton Co-op net. Here comes Bailey. Yeah, that's turned away. That was Abby Wayne, rather. Along the far side now. Trying to gather it up, Mazzucchelli. And it's handled by Cataldo. Cataldo slices it off the boards. In a Hopkinton DS territory it goes, and we'll get a stoppage for icing. 17:29 left to go in the first half. Both teams looking for win number 2 on the season.
And as you said, every game counts.
That's right.
You know, in a normal year, even the great team said that one down game. You can't really have that this year.
Absolutely. And the theme this year, it's all about just getting out there and competing.
Exactly. Just play and take what you can get.
There's no postseason, no playoffs or anything like that, so you just want to get out there and have some success and, of course, have some fun playing the sport you love. Along the near side, racing up the ice, Patrick. Around the net she goes, sends it out over towards Swinhammer. Swinhammer will slice it into a Mustang as Cahill was there. And now here's a break and a shot turned away by McCluskey off the stick of Glavin. Mavi Glavin, the senior, with that shot and breakaway. Good save by McCluskey. And here comes DS Hopkinton, Bailey. And there, that one's going to be turned away. Picked up by Reed. Working her way up, Reed. Along the far side, racing in. And will slice it, trying to sneak it short side. That was turned away, gathered up by Reed. Out in front. Now along the near side it goes. And it's collected by Federico. Federico with the pass up, intercepted by Cox. Here comes Cox, she's turned away. Getting the stick in there with Swinhammer. Jammed up along the near side boards. Getting in there for Hopkinton, bent. Sent over to the far side of Ford. Picked up by Nauman. Nauman along the near side corner, jammed up with Haley Cox. Sliced forward by Swinhammer over to Mazzucchelli. Here comes Sophia Mazzucchelli. Sends it out over to the slot area. It's turned away. Mazzucchelli regroups, and it's stolen away. Getting in there was Glavin. Mazzucchelli going to take a shot off it, and went off of Federico into the corner. Pass up by Rogers. Swinhammer trying to get in there. And here comes Norwood. They have a 2-on-1. Green racing up the ice. Sends it over up to the net, and it is going to be a save by McCluskey off the stick of Nauman. Well, a nice break there by Norwood. They had the 2-on-1 opportunity, but a great save as Nauman tried to go 5-hole.
Yeah, a fantastic save right there. And for Norwood, that's now 3, I would say, grade A chances, Tom. The Hopkinton DS really needs to cut down on those.
They certainly do. Rogers sends it up and around. Along the near side, that's Sharkey. And she'll send it forward, and McCluskey will get the leg pad on that one. Stays in play. Up behind the net. Now out in front. Hopkinton trying to clear over to Musgrave, and it's stolen away. Here comes Cataldo, who will rip it around. Pass over to the near side. Norwood in the midst of a change. Here comes Wenrick. Gonna make that Musgrave. And that one's turned away. Getting the stick in there, Bailey. She's jammed up. Trying to sneak it out, LeBlanc. Now another potential break here. Kate Rogers racing up the ice. Wrister, and it is a glove save. 13:42 left to go in the first half. 1-0 Norwood lead. Avery Bent up against Kate Rogers on the faceoff. Reed. Off the defender it goes into the corner. Now Haley trying to collect. Sliced off the boards, back to the blue line. Federico sends it up. Out in front, and McCluskey will wrap it up as Curran tried to get the stick in there. Good pressure by Norwood.
That's some good pressures and some good saves here by Kristen McCluskey. Coming through in the clutch early in this game.
Yeah, she has certainly been busy so far in this first half. These two teams will also meet up this coming Saturday at 3 p.m. over in Norwood. Our friends over at Norwood Community Access will likely have that broadcast for you. Jammed up along the near side. And we actually want to say hello to everybody watching in Norwood as they are picking up our stream tonight. Norwood Community Access. And of course, hello to all the DS Hopkinton fans out there as well. Along the near side. Here comes Curran, bangs it off the boards. McCluskey will set it up. A change for Norwood. Cox sends it down. Off the boards it goes. Past Swinhammer. And here comes Reed racing up. She'll take a shot at it, and it's a save by McCluskey as she gloves that one. This face-off comes with 12:16 left in the first half. Along the near side, jammed up along the boards. A whole slew of players in there, and we'll get one of those group breakup whistles.
That's a good way to describe that. Group breakup whistle.
It's either that or COVID whistle.
I'll start with the first one.
Up along the corner, and around it goes behind the net. And McCluskey forced to wrap that one up as it went off the stick of Nauman and then off of a defender. And McCluskey doing the smart thing there. Popped off the boards. Into the corner it goes. Patrick trying to collect. And now here comes the Hopkinton Co-op racing up the ice. Merkel. And she's surrounded by Mustangs. Nauman sends it over. Now racing up, Hope Ford. Ford will slice it around. Collected by Cox. Bunch of traffic trying to get to it in the neutral zone. Sent over to the near side of Mannering. Mannering trying to put the moves on there. But a nice job by Cox sending it up. Rogers behind the net. Over to Sharkey. Sharkey pops it off the boards. Here comes Mannering. Mannering looking to get in there. And cut off from the shot attempt was Glavin. Mannering takes the shot, but it's off a Hiller. Top of the circle now, sent back. There's a wrister and a save by McCluskey off the stick of Federico. There's Molly Federico on that shot, a freshman defenseman. And this faceoff comes with 10:34 left to go in the first half. With possession, that's Abby Wayne. And the official kind of getting in the way there. Not much you could do about that. Jammed up along the corner. Now sent down. There's a shot. And a secondary shot wrapped up by McCluskey. It went off of bench. She couldn't find it, and Cataldo got the shot in there. This Hillers co-op team, a pretty young team, only 4 seniors on the roster. But certainly some good up-and-coming talent. And speaking of good up-and-coming talent, here comes Sophia Mazzucchelli. She sends it over. Along the near side, that's Swinhammer. Getting the stick in there, Cataldo. Pass up over to Wayne, takes a shot. And that'll be turned away. And are we going to have a penalty here?
Yes, we
are.
sure are.
We're going to have a cross-check penalty. This will be against Norwood. Kaylee Reed will head to the box for the cross-check. Oh, interference was the call, excuse me. Missed shot there, so Hopkinton on the power play. Getting in there, Mazzucchelli. Turned away off of Zamito. Out to Hopkinton territory it goes. And wrapped up by McCluskey. 1:34 left to go in the power play, 9:18 left to go in the half. And we'll see if this Hillers co-op can take advantage of this power play opportunity. They've gotten some good shots on net, but Norwood doing a great job at getting their defenders in front of the net and causing all kinds of traffic. Hopkinton trying to clear. Here comes Swinhammer. Nice move there. And helping her out, Mazzucchelli along the near side. Curran sends it up. Racing to the puck, Merkel. Merkel leaves it for Swinhammer. Emily Swinhammer, sophomore out of Tri-County. Sent up and around by Rogers. 52 seconds left on the power play. Federico trying to collect. Here comes Federico. There's a shot and a save by McCluskey. .31 seconds left on the power play. 8:15 left in the half. Coming into the game for the Hopkinton co-op, Haley Cox.
Some good chances here, short-handed for Norwood.
Yep. They've done a nice job at keeping it away from their zone. behind the net. Cox pops it off the boards towards Bailey. Let's see what Hopkinton can do here. Along the near side, that's Federico. Puts it right back into Hopkinton territory. Up the ice goes Patrick, and there's a wrister, and it's turned away. Along the near side now. Pass over by Cox. Here comes Frazier. Make that Wayne. It is a little difficult to see the numbers at times, Steve, with the hair.
Yes, it is.
Pass over by Bent. Bailey sends it up. Collected by Sharkey. Up the far side. Power play has expired. We are at even strength. And we'll have an up-and-coming face-off with 7:04 left to go. We'll have an icing call. Back to Norwood territory.
Well, for Hopkinton, yes, you need to get some good pressures here. Noah's getting pressure 5-on-5. Yeah, got good pressure on that PK right there.
Yep.
You got to try and swing the momentum around.
And a mishandle there. Into the neutral zone it goes, collected by Nauman. Up and around, Merkel in there, and she takes it away for the moment. Sends it back into Norwood territory, and that'll draw the icing call. .646 left to go in the first half. There remains a 1-0 Norwood lead. Tom Nappy, Steve Watson, happy to be with you for this girls varsity hockey matchup. Mike DeRosian on camera. Along the far side. Sent over by Ford. Jammed up behind the net and squirts out over to the near side corner. Trying to collect Yadoshak. He's matched up with Reen. Popped off the boards over to Curran. There's a shot, and it's sliced away. Went off the stick of Merkel. Out in front. Another shot there, and that nearly hit the opening on the right side of the net off the stick of Curran.
Seeing guy puck right there.
And McCluskey, I don't even think saw it coming. Looking for another shot. Out in front. And good defense there by the Hillers in front of the net. Over to the far side it goes. Yadoshak gets a stick on it. Norwood trying to swing it out. There's a shot turned away by McCluskey. And now here comes Swinhammer. Big collision along the far side between Swinhammer and Sharkey. Along the boards. Collected by Curran. She'll send it up. And now Swinhammer gets in there. It's Holly Swinhammer. You got Holly and Emily, Swinhammer sisters. Norwood looking for a break here. Racing up. There's a shot wrapped up by McCluskey off the stick of Glavin. Lavi Glavin with a nice backhanded shot. Another good save by Kristen McCluskey, who has had to deal with all kinds of pressure so far in this half.
Yep, and solid bounce back. The very first shot of the game goes in, and she's made a lot of great saves since then.
This faceoff comes with 5:03 left in the first half. There's a quick shot wrapped up by McCluskey off the stick of Glavin. We'll do it again. Slice there by Cataldo. Norwood doing a good job at controlling possession-wise in the last few minutes. Abby Wayne trying to race it out. Pops it off the boards. Collected in the neutral zone by Federico. Getting in there is DeRocher. Here comes the co-op, sent up by Musgrave. DeRocher trying to sneak it out of the corner. Racing up the ice, Reed. Tripped up there, Swinhammer. I think her skate went right over the puck. Here comes Cataldo, looking for a shot and sneaks it through Cox, but it was a little wide. 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Along the near side. Taken away by Glavin. Glavin gets a little bump there, and McCluskey sends it away. Coming around the net is Curran, sends it out. There's a shot turned away by McCluskey. That was off the stick of Zamito. We're at the blue line, sent up by Sharkey. Out in front, there's a shot turned away. Off the stick of Curran. Maggie Curran's had a couple good opportunities for Norwood. Back to the neutral zone it goes. Picked up by Lindsay Rogers. She'll send it over. Trying to race it up is Patrick. Along the near side. Into Hopkinton Dover Sherborne territory. Janoschak gets the stick on it. Squirts out to the far side boards as Rogers will pick it up. Rogers met up with Patrick. That shot is deflected off of Rogers from the stick of Wayne. Here comes Rogers. There's a shot. And McCluskey will leave it in play for Wayne to take it. Another good save there. Popped off the far side boards by Ella Hilali. Picked up by Wayne. She'll send it around. Approaching 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Backhander there, handled by Reed. And now Sharkey sends it up. Popped off the boards by Wayne. Jammed up along the near side. Coming out with it, Mannering. Now she's contested. To the backboards it goes. Still Hilali in there for Hopkinton. Now along the corner, Glavin. Out to Glavin, there's a shot turned away. Another good save there by McCluskey. Top of the circle, Rister, a little wide from Federico. Norwood putting the pressure on. It's a live puck out in front of the net, turned away. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne having a little trouble clearing. That one's sent into the Norwood bench. Mishandle there by Kaylee Merkel. Hope everyone's okay.
Yes, it's a scary moment over there.
She was clearly trying to pop it off the boards, but got a little too much height off
just
of it.
A little too much mustard on that one. If you're Norwood, Tom, it has to feel like you should be up by more than one goal.
Right.
With all these shots they poured on net.
Hopkinton has gotten better at defense in front of the net. Here comes Swinhammer on a break. And she'll be quickly tripped up. Getting in there, Mazzucchelli. And it's handled by Cataldo. Off the boards, handled by Janoschak. Reed along the corner. Able to get it out. Still jammed up along the far side boards. Top of the circle, there's a wrister and a little wide there from Wayne. And collision there between two healers. Janoschak was able to get a stick on it, but it's sent away. 15 seconds and counting left to go in the first half. A 1-0 Norwood lead. Jammed up along the near side boards. Coming away with it is Bent. Sends it over, picked up far side by Rogers. And that'll do it for the first half. Norwood started off with a goal 30 seconds in, but that would be it for the half for both sides. And it has turned into a bit of a defensive battle, Steve.
It has, and both sides have gotten a lot of high-quality chances. And both goalies, by the same token, have had a lot of high-quality saves, hence why it's only 1-0 so far.
All right, so they're going to bring the Zamboni out, clean up the ice, and then we'll be back for the second half. Halfway through, it's Norwood 1, Hopkinton nothing. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Dover Sherborne Co-op Girls Varsity Hockey on HCAM. And welcome back into the New England Sports Center. We are ready for the second half of this girls varsity matchup between the Norwood Mustangs and the Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op. And as we enter the second half, it's a 1-0 lead for Norwood. The only goal of the game was scored 30 seconds in by Marissa Cataldo. And despite the fact that Norwood had a whole lot of opportunities in that first half, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne still very much in this game, Steve, but they have to create some opportunities.
Yes, they need to cut down on the chances that they're allowing to Norwood. Big time.
Absolutely. And we are underway here in the second half. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne will work left to right across your screen for this second half. 22 minutes, 30-second halves this year. So cut the amount of time down. And it's still the same amount of game time, but obviously you don't want you don't need as long of a break between periods since there's no locker room use. So they said, let's make it halves. Cut down on the time a little bit. Along the near side, and there's a shot punched away by McCluskey off the stick of Glavin. Out in front, no one there. Cataldo was hoping to hit Reed on that one. Squirts back into Norwood territory. Federico there to collect. Trying to work her way up, and a nice steal there. There's a shot, and it's turned away off of Reed. It went. That was off the stick of Bent. Out in front, and that is poked away by the goaltender, Lily Newman. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne putting a little bit of pressure on here at the start of this second half. Along the far side now. Punched off the boards over to Avery Bent. And McCluskey leaves it for Wayne. Jammed up along the near side. Getting in there was Wayne. Punched it into the neutral zone. Along the near side, Ford. And it's collected by Bent. Stolen away by Mannering. Leaves it out in front. No one there. Good defense by Hopkinton. In front of the net defense will certainly be key for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne in this half. There's a shot wide by Swinhammer. Racing up the ice, it is Reen. Getting in there is Wayne. Back and forth we go here at the start of this second half. Haley Cox tracks it down. Backhander by Rogers. Wayne sends it over to Swinhammer. Stolen away by Mannering, who sends it back. There's a shot just wide from Sharkey. Another shot there, poked away by McCluskey. And we get a whistle. That might have see what this whistle is about. It looks like we may have a penalty. And we will. It'll be another Hopkinton Dover Sherborne power play. And I believe the penalty was for a cross check.
Yeah, at least from here, Tom, it should look like a cross check to us.
It was either cross check or hooking. I'm not quite sure. We'll go with cross check. Either way, it's 2-minute power play for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne. All the way back it goes. McCluskey pokes it away over towards Janoszak. Getting in there, Reen. Federico sends it up and around. Along the near side corner is Reen. Somebody lost their stick. And McCluskey able to keep that one away. Pokes it over to Patrick. Stolen away by Nauman. There's a shot, and it gets away from McCluskey, and in it goes. A shorthanded goal for the Norwood Mustangs. McCluskey thought she had that one wrapped up, but it squirted out of her grasp and ends up in the net to make it a 2-0 game. That goal comes with 18:39 left in the second half. A rare mistake by McCluskey. Along the far side. Norwood looking for another one here, turned away. That one off the stick of Curran. Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne still on the power play for another minute. There was a shorthanded goal for Norwood. Trying to get it out of there is Janoszak. Janoszak sending it over to Bent. And Janoszak with the wrister, a little high there. Sophia Mazzucchelli trying to feed it out to Swinhammer, and that backfires. Here's a quick break. Curran up the ice, takes the shot, turned away. Nice job there by McCluskey. Sent up the far side by Janoszak. 20 seconds left on the power play. And we'll get an icing.
And a great kill here so far for Norwood.
It certainly
It's
is.
the same thing as the first half. A great kill. They're getting some good pressure, shorthanded.
17:41 left in the second half. 17 seconds left on the Hopkinton Dover Sherborne power play. Bailey knocks it over to the near side. Popped off the boards by Reed. Along the near side, sent up. They gave the assist to number 16, Michaela Reen, on that last goal for Norwood. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne trying to work it up the far side. We are at even strength now. Over to Glavin. There's a shot, and McCluskey turns it away. Wayne puts it up and around the near side. Another shot there, poked out by McCluskey off the stick of Glavin. Turned around by Cataldo. Over to Bailey. Passed down by Federico. Wayne gets a stick on it. Up and around it goes into Norwood territory. There's a pass over. Nice reach out there. Taking it away nearly was Glavin, but she was turned away by Wayne. Good defensive move by Abby Wayne, getting the puck out of the danger zone. Along the corner, Wayne wraps it back around. Norwood looking for another opportunity. Nothing there for Rogers. Back into Norwood territory it goes. And that was off the stick of Reen, and forced to wrap it up was Lily Newman, the sophomore goalkeeper, as that was getting pretty close. This faceoff comes with 15:26 left to go in the second half. Avery Bent up against Michaela Reen. There's a shot, and it is a save by Newman. A great save there. And that might have been the shot of the night so far for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne off the stick of Avery Bent.
Best scoring chance so far. Did more like that.
That did look like it was going to sneak through that 5-hole. Bent up against Rena on the faceoff. Down it goes, and we'll have an icing. 15-10 left to go. Avery Bent up against Michaela Reen. That shot is intercepted. Tracking it down was Swinhammer. Swings it out to her sister Emily Swinhammer. And now Emily Swinhammer might have a steal and a break here. Here she comes. Turns it around, backhander, and it is turned away. Good pressure there by Glavin. On the far side now. Pass over to Reen. Backhands it down up the near side boards. Turned up ice by Wayne. Here comes Mazzucchelli sending it over to the far side. Swinhammer looking for a shot. And it goes off of Federico. Jammed up along the corner now. Curran works it over to the near side and LeBlanc lost it. Here comes Reed. And a nice steal there, poked out by Abby Wayne. And now looking for a break here, Curran takes the shot and it's wrapped up by McCluskey. That one had some serious mustard on it.
A good shot and a good save right there to keep Hopkinton DS in this game. You're feeling that too. You cannot allow a third one.
Right. Kristen McCluskey has done a great job in net.
She sure has.
She's kept Hopkinton and Dover Sherborne very much in this game. Up the far side, Swinhammer sends it across. Collected by Reed. Now to Curran. And squirts through to the corner. Wayne gets a stick on it, sends it around. Over to Merkel. And pass to Bailey. Bailey trying to sneak it out. Along the far side, that's Patrick. Bailey gets a knock on it, but Norwood able to collect as Reed was there. Reed matched up against Merkel along the far side boards. Poked out, back to Federico. Misfire there to LeBlanc. And we'll have it offsides. 12:44 left to go in this game. A 2-0 lead for Norwood. Sent up by Janoszak, out in front, turned away. Racing up the ice, Glavin, look out. Sends it over, looking for the shot, and it's wrapped up by McCluskey. Marissa Cataldo could not quite get the grasp on it that she wanted, but a good opportunity there for Norwood.
Yeah, she couldn't quite calm that puck down to get the shot that she wanted. Honestly, I'm amazed she even got a shot off.
Right.
That puck was moving all over the place.
Sent up and around by Rogers. On the far side corner. Up behind the net goes Cataldo. Now out in front, a whole lot of traffic turned away. Popped off the boards by Curran. And now here comes Glavin looking for another break. Sends it out. There's a shot, and that is off the side of the net. Glavin leaves it out, and another good shot there. McCluskey turns it away. That was a good feed to Cataldo.
A good feed. That shot was just a little bit off.
Now can Hopkinton get a break here? And there goes Swinhammer. She's jammed up along the boards. Racing back up is Glavin. And do we have a trip here? Yes, we do. Haley Cox going ahead to the penalty box for tripping. It'll be a 2-minute power play for Norwood. Well, the Mustangs have a good opportunity here to put the finishing touches on this one. Federico sends it up. Lane. Off the near side boards it goes, all the way back into Norwood territory. Racing up the ice is Patrick. Here comes Reen. Off the boards, Wayne collects. Sent off of Curran. Reed. Looking for an open man. Nauman. Gonna swing it around, take the shot, and McCluskey wraps it up.
Now, pretty enough, that was 2 for a body check, but that sure looks like a trip from up here.
Yeah, I thought it was a trip.
I think we'll roll with tripping.
Yes. I believe in girls hockey, we're not allowed to check as you are in boys hockey.
It's a far cry from the boys game.
And what do we have here? It looks like, was that an interference call?
Cross check.
Cross check.
Actually, no, that is 2 for interference. Down in the corner. I didn't really see what happened down there.
All right, so that works out for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne as Marissa Cataldo heads to the penalty box. And we'll be at 4-on-4 for the next 53 seconds. And then Hopkinton Dover Sherborne will be on the power play. Merkel racing up towards the net and can't get the shot off. There to deflect was Rogers. Mazzucchelli sends it over. Looking for Merkel. Getting in there is Sharkey. Here comes Norwood. Bent sends it over. To the near side it goes. Up the boards, collected back ice. And sent over by Wayne. Sent up, Wayne collects. And Hopkinton Dover Sherborne is now on the power play, but only for the next 50 seconds or so. And a nice knock up the ice there by Reed. Wayne pops it off the far side boards, over to Bailey. That one deflected and offsides. Now the face-off in the neutral zone. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne remains on the power play for 32 seconds. 8:33 left in the game. 2-0 Norwood lead. These two teams will meet up again this Saturday at Norwood's home ice at 3 p.m. I believe our friends over at Norwood Community Access will have the broadcast of that game. There's a shot by Reed. Along the near side, sent up by Curran. Up and around it goes. Trying to collect in the corner is Cox. She'll poke it up to Bailey. Bailey pops it off the glass, and here comes Reed. Reed gets in there. You're at even strength now. Sent out. Here comes Parkinson. Pass up by Cox. Collected by Caroline Curran. And here comes Parkinson. Parkinson all tied up with a couple Hopkinton Hillers around her. Behind the net it goes. Cox sends it over along the far side. Avery Bent able to get the stick on it. Back into Norwood territory. Rogers collects. Kelly gets the stick on it. It's been a pretty good back and forth battle in this half, Steve.
Sure has.
Along the far side, Mazzucchelli trying to backhand it out. Here comes Reen. And we'll have an icing. 6:37 left to go in the second half.
Still a lot of time left, but if you're Hopkinton DS, you need to pop one in soon.
Yep, absolutely. We'll see when they might consider going with an empty net.
If I had to guess, you're down 2, assuming that it holds probably around the 2-minute mark. Perhaps earlier.
We shall see. There's a shot a little wide from Merkel. Into the corner it goes. Merkel trying to find a seam. And what do we have here?
We got a hooking call.
So it'll be another Hopkinton Dover Sherborne power play. Heading to the box, Hope Ford. So we have a hooking call and see if Hopkinton Dover Sherborne can take advantage of this opportunity.
Golden opportunity here. Need to capitalize.
This is their third power play opportunity. Make that their fourth, actually. There's a shot out in front, backhander, and it's turned away. Mazzucchelli and Swinhammer were both in there and put all kinds of pressure on Lily Newman, but some good goaltending work there. Along the far side, Merkel. Sent around, handled by Swinhammer. Along the corner now. Here comes Mazzucchelli. And it's intercepted by Reed. Reed trying to play keep away at the moment. Minute left on the power play for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne. Cox with the pass over to Mazzucchelli. Mazzucchelli racing up. Leaves it out. There's a shot, a little wide there from Patrick. And we will have a face-off. Do we have another penalty? It looks like we do not. Oh, puck went out of play. Okay. 38 seconds left on the power play. 4:57 left in the game. Sent around. Getting stick on it was Wayne. And a nice send away by Mannering. Here comes Nauman around the net. Nauman along the backboards, trying to get in there is Patrick. Avery Bent sends it up the near side. And sent back down by Curran. McCluskey will leave that out for Wayne. Power play has expired. We're at even strength. Jammed up along the far side. Into the neutral zone of Curran it goes. And we'll have an icing.
And for Norwood now, they are now 4 for 4 on the PK, and that's huge right now.
It certainly is.
Of course, they do have a shorthanded goal, second goal in this game.
Yeah, they've done a great job today in shorthanded situations.
They sure have.
On both sides. Misfire a little wide there by Bailey. Norwood looking for a break here. Here comes Curran. Curran leaves it out. And McCluskey able to turn away the initial shot. Curran sticks with it, and now getting in there is the defender. Good turn away there. Reed leaves it over for Curran. Yeah, that was Leanna Patrick, the hero of that situation, able to get the puck out of the danger zone. And now Norwood charging forward again. A glove save there by McCluskey off the stick of Curran. There remains a 2-0 lead for Norwood. This faceoff will come with 3 minutes, 11 seconds left. Tom Nappy, Steve Watson, happy to be with you tonight at the wonderful New England Sports Center. Mike Terosian on camera. Up behind the net goes Merkel. Along the near side. Here comes Swinhammer. Sends it across. Taldo puts it up into Hopkinton DS territory. Sent back by Rogers. Here comes Cataldo looking for a shot. Wrister and a little high. Swinhammer sends it out over to Bent. Sent back by Sharkey. Here comes Rogers, who will wrap it around. Merkel trying to get to it. Looking for another shot here. All kinds of traffic in front of the net. And coming away with it is Bent. Bent racing up. She's diverted by Rogers. On the far side corner is Zamito. Shot from the top of the circle, Wrister, and a save by Newman off the stick of Haley Cox. Haley Cox, a sophomore defenseman out of Hopkinton. We'll have a face-off with 1:43 left.
Here's where you should pull your goalie right here, because you're going to have the face-off down here.
And they're going to. They read your mind, I think. But we are going to have a timeout with 1:43 left. 2-0 Hopkinton Dover Sherborne, or excuse me, a 2-0 Norwood lead. And this has been a pretty good performance by this Norwood Mustangs team. They were able to score a shorthanded goal. They had 4 penalty kills, so you certainly have to give them credit for a good performance here tonight.
They're very impressive. They've gotten good pressure 5-on-5. They've got good pressure on the PK. They got a lot of speed, as you've seen. And just top to bottom, I'm not sure who they play the rest of the schedule, but they're going to be very hard to beat.
Well, these two teams will meet again Saturday in Norwood at 3 p.m. You can look for the game broadcast by our friends at Norwood Community Access. And as far as us for the rest of the week, we'll have alpine skiing tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Hopkinton has finished in second place in their first 2 meets of the year, so they've had some great success. And they'll be hitting the slopes once again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. And the goalie's going to stay in there, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like she's going to go to the front of the crease, perhaps, and wait for the signal. I would pull the goalie right now. You have the face-off.
Right. far side. Handled by Wayne. Reed was trying to come out with it. Racing to the puck, Glavin. Here she goes to the net. Couldn't get the shot off, a little too far in front of her. Jammed up along the boards now. There's a backhander. That went off of Wayne. 1 minute left in the game. And Norwood going to likely come away with their second win of the season. They'll improve to 2-2. Hopkinton, Dover Sherborne will fall to 1-2. But the most important thing this year is getting out there, playing the sport you love, and having some fun. And these players certainly happen to be on the ice here tonight. Along the far side now. Jammed up along the boards. Mannering trying to work it up the ice. Empty net for Hopkinton, Dover Sherborne. Up to Merkel. And that is going to do it. Norwood going to come away with the 2-0 win. An impressive win by the Norwood Mustangs, and they certainly played a good all-around game out there tonight, Steve.
Yeah, solid game from top to bottom. They were good in the first half. They were good in the second half. They were good at 5-on-5. They're good at special teams. And certainly very deserving of a 2-0 win here tonight. But the two teams do meet again Saturday, so if you're Hopkinton, you need to move past this one quickly.
Absolutely, and of course this Hopkinton Dover Sherborne team, only 4 seniors on the roster, very young team, but they certainly have some players to look out for, and I'm sure Saturday it's going to be another good battle between these two TVL rivals. But the final score here tonight, Norwood 2, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne nothing. It was a great game, a lot of fun to broadcast. But for Mike Tarosian, Steve Watson, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Dover Sherborne Co-op Varsity Girls Hockey on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Have a good night, everybody.